Welcome back to Ratchet and Clank 2 with me, Matthew Caddis, in the Puggy. So, we have arrived at the Megacorp testing facility where we can see that indeed there are actually some tours going on. Yes, and believe it or not, it is actually voiced. You actually stop the music, you can actually hear what the robotic avatar on the Fizz widget is actually saying. It's a bit hard with the music on, however, and that's one thing I do like to do, actually. Actually turn the music off and hear the robotic Fizz widget actually explain everything. And weirdly enough, he doesn't actually speak with the strange, shall we say, mannerisms that Fizz widget has been saying, such as, of course, how can we forget exercising his frontmost cushion and calling the deep space disposal facility a cheap date proposal facsimile, among other things. But yeah, basically what robotic Fizz widget will do is kind of talk about how each of these rockets is so unique and everything. So yeah, think of this as this game's equivalent of the Bleat station in terms of developing weapons, I guess. Although unlike with the Bleat station, we can only get like one weapon here. And another thing of note before I go on, you will need the second puzzle gadget to actually access one of the missions here. So I will not be doing it in this episode. The gadget in question, the Infiltrator, is actually found in the Megacorp games on planet Joba, which is where I will be going next. So yeah, for a while there are these mutant squirrel creatures, which are very annoying to deal with. Though I'm gonna guess, just like with the deserts of planet Tabora, I'm gonna say that Megacorp pretty much destroyed the habitat of these squirrels, and thus that is why they're so pissed. Just a suggestion, but I'm gonna say, yeah, I think that's what happened. Especially since Tabora, judging from what the video Mr. Fizz widget showed, real Mr. Fizz widget that is, actually did mention that it used to be lush green forest before it was turned into a desert wasteland. So, yeah, I can easily see this happening to Planet Sedano, which is where the thing is. And yes, apparently the robotic Fizz widget just disappears if you follow him. However, you can get another platinum bolt if you do so. So yeah, that is a nice little secret there. And now we will need to use the electrolyzer to fix the lift here. Again, I am not speeding it up. I don't need to. The electrolyzer puzzles are too difficult at all, and didn't take me too long at all. And they're mostly easy to do. So yeah. So with the electrolyzer fixing the lift, now we can take it upwards. So yeah, and on the upper level of the testing facility, we will find that not only do we have to deal with the squirrels, we will also have to deal with these annoying robots with arm cannons. Seriously. You think we've got enough of that with Mega Man, but no. Apparently we're getting it now with these giant robots. So yeah. So I am going to equip the Blitz Cannon. Why not? It's a pretty good weapon. And indeed, yeah. Anyway, you can see there is where the terminal for the Infiltrator is. As for getting rid of this guy, let's see if we can use the pulse rifle. It doesn't seem to be a blinking reticle, so I'm going to say no. And we don't have the equivalent of the thing there. We can't use the electrolyzer, so yeah. So we cannot do anything for now. As I say, I will go to planet Joba next. There is, however, one weapon we can get here. And it is this game's gimmick weapon, which was featured in also in the Ratchet and Clank PS4 remake of the first game. So yeah. Also can still earn quite a few bolts here. Seriously. Anyway, we will also need the tractor beam here, because there is a lot of moving stuff about, if you know what I mean. So, indeed, let's do that. So, let's see. Terminator we will not need, so I can easily replace that with the tractor beam. Don't know what I'm doing with the... what I was using there. So let's use the thing and push the thing along here. Now, these force fields, they can be very annoying because... even though moving one of these, I guess, missiles into position does stop the force field, you want to push it to one side so you can get through, basically. So, yeah. Now, would you know it? We have another inspector bot. That means there's another panel nearby. So, I want to not do that. Let's move. I should move the bigger one first, to be honest, but never mind. I can kind of get through here. So, yeah, there's the panel there on the right-hand side. So, let's indeed move our inspector bot who does not want to be pushed, seemingly. I don't know what he's doing running around in circles then. Surely he should, well, this is employed by Megacorp, I guess. Want to inspect the facility. If he's employed by Megacorp, then he probably wants to be hush-hush about it. So, given how big Megacorp is, they're as big as the frigging Shinra. Anyway, some more, apparently, robotic dogs here. Easily taken care of with the mini turret glove. So that's something. Now, let's see. We can get some more bolts. Yes. And let's equip the, once again, the tractor beam. And then just move the weapon to the end. This rocket will explode. Yes, it will. And it also comes later to another puzzle we will have to do. But I'll get to that. For now, I want to go through here with the thing. And there's some sheep. I wonder if that is what our unique weapon does. By the way, in here we also have to deal with some troopers. And these guys will respawn indefinitely. This is the first planet where we will have to deal with this sort of thing. And it isn't the last, sadly, because, yeah, I'll get to that a little later, but it's very annoying to deal with these guys in such a close space. Especially having to move that thing around there. So, yeah. And would you know it, there's another inspector bot? Of course, of course. Dealing with these troopers is annoying because of the rapid respawn rate, seriously. They respawn on one of these things. Yeah, just shoot in circles. I'll just use my thingy there. That works. And then let's move it over here. Probably to the right again. Not to the left again. And then move our inspector bot again. Having him behind us is not great. But never mind. Put him on the thing, and there we go. And then we can go up. Indeed we can. And there are the two rockets we can use. Now, we want to put the small one in the big slot, in the small slot, and the big one in the big slot. Nothing too hard. It's just moving them around can be a bit iffy. Once they're in the correct slot, they will glow green and eventually explode. Yes, of course they will. In this sort of game, it so kaboom! And then we have another one here, another cylinder, and this one we want to move over to the camera. Well, no, the camera controls are actually pretty decent. We want to move it over to this red force field, I guess, and then move along with it. Not easy to do, especially when I'm losing health. Well, let's see where the... Okay, the continue point is right there. That means I can continue here, which is good because I do not like having to and I don't mind re-editing if I can do it relatively quickly, which with platformers I usually can. So let's indeed get our asses hurt. Yes, well, I should have moved along with it, but never mind. As I say, on the other end, I believe there are some more robotic dogs. And no, don't run into the force field when you're moving sideways. Again, strafing is a good idea, I will say that. But getting up on there can be a chore, man. Absolute chore. Even though Ratchet does get invincibility frames, yeah, it can be a chore. So it's a damn shame because I love them using 4 planets at Arno, seriously. Easily one of my favourite tracks in the game. Again, David Burgard does return. In fact, the last game, he did most of the games on the PS2. So yeah. This game has a bit more of a cinematic sort of theme to its songs than the first Ratchet and Clank game, because it was mostly a mixture of cinematic and techno music for the first Ratchet and Clank game. But this one, it is more, well, adventurous and militaristic, understandably, given Ratchet is now pretty much now a commando working for Megacorp. Anyway, that being said, another 3 cylinders here, each containing a weapon, a giant rocket. So, let's see, the smallest to largest, we want to put the smallest one on the left here, I think. So yeah, I'm doing this completely wrong. Biggest one, can you get in there? No, but let's move you back. And you go to the right and push you back and head to the left and into this slot here. There we go. Then I will push you back towards here. Yeah, this big one I want to drag left. Have the second biggest rocket go in. Well, I think I'm going the wrong way, but let's see if I'm right. Go in the middle. There we go. And the biggest rocket can go to the right. So yes, that's how we go. The puzzles aren't too hard at all, really. Seriously. Even for someone like myself. Anyway, there we go. All 3 are in place, and all 3 will explode, revealing another force field. And this time, what we want to do is move the cylinder into the middle and get on top of it. Yes, so I want to make sure Ratchet is distinctly behind it and quickly jump on top of it. Now, it will come back if you fail to jump on it like I just did. So at least that's something. So get on there and ride the platform to the other end. And indeed, at the very end, we will find our secret weapon. Yes, about time. Well, after we deal with some troopers, but these guys aren't too hard with the Blitz cannon, seriously, even if I got up there. But anyway, here is our weapon, the Sheepinator! Oh yes, not manufactured by Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Oh no, definitely not manufactured by Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Although I couldn't imagine him doing it. As its name suggests, it turns every enemy into a sheep! Yes, and this was what was used by Dr. Nefarious in the PS4 remake to pretty much usurp Chairman Drek as the main bad guy. Seriously. I may well think that Nefarious is my favourite villain in Ratchet and Clank, but oh boy. Unseating Chairman Drek like that, yeah. Anyway, that being said, I will see you on the next episode when we head to the Megacorp Games! I'll see you then. Goodbye!